what to see, what to rent, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
That's right. We are back now with the nationally syndicated film critic, Ryan J. You got all the movies coming out this weekend. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Welcome back.
Do you have any advice you'd give your younger self? Have you thought about that before?
White and gold.
Yes, white and gold. That's the way I felt too. Did you see White and Gold?
No.
You saw Blue and Black?
I saw both.
Oh, I'm like,
The dress.
oh, we're back on the dress?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes,
black and blue.
nice.
All right, okay, so first movie this weekend coming out. I really haven't been up to date on the movies coming out this weekend. Focus is the first one, which is rated R.
Yeah, and this stars Will Smith, and it's not his typical blockbuster. This is a criminal caper movie, and it really is more of a drama with a romantic subplot.
Okay, so what makes or breaks this then?
It really hinges on the chemistry between Will Smith and his co-star Margot Robbie. We actually saw her
Love
at the
Margot.
hotel.
Yes.
She played Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in Wolf of Wall Street, and the movie really hinges on whether or not you buy them as a couple and if you like their on-screen chemistry, but I didn't, because they both play such despicable characters. They're unlikable people, they're not trustworthy, they're grifters, they're thieves, and so I'm never really rooting for them while watching this movie.
Were there standout moments, though, to you?
There really are. There are a couple scenes that are so intoxicating where I was just kind of like drawn in and very tense and excited watching it. They're mostly the gambling scenes or the sleight of hand scenes. Some of the thievery in this film is so cool. It's almost like watching a magician do his trick. You know, so I liked
Like
that.
close-up magic?
Right. But it's not really enough to save. The overall film kind of still falls pretty flat.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of films in this genre that are like that, right? Do you think there are others that are better?
Well, there are certainly better ones. Like, this could have been like an American Hustle, like a
Right.
modern day American Hustle, because it takes place currently. Or it could have had that sort of banter like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know, that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt had, and Will Smith and Margot Robbie could have had that, and they had a little bit of some back and forth, but not as much. So I feel like this is a rental. It's decent. If you catch it on cable someday, you might enjoy it, but it's not one to run out and see in the theater.
Perfect.
All right,
Save your money.
Right, the Lazarus Effect. What theme? There were some themes in this movie that you did like, right?
Yeah, and this is better than the average horror movie, and I really like any movie. I'm fascinated by the concept and the debate between spirituality and science, faith versus fact. Contact discussed that. One of my favorite movies last year, I Origins, dealt with that theme, and this movie brings up that supernatural aspect too, because we're dealing with like a sort of modern spin on Frankenstein.
Is this scary?
It is. It is.
Okay.
I mean, it's not too scary. The jumps are mostly due to strategic editing, but you will jump a couple times. There's nothing in it that's going to really give you nightmares or make you fear, you know, waking up at night. But it has a great cast: Olivia Wilde, Mark Duplass. You've got Evan Peters, who is from TV's American Horror Story. Sarah Bolger, who is in TV's Once Upon a Time, and they're really great, and it's very strong, and it's better than the average horror film. So I do recommend seeing this one. It's no regrets at the theater. It's 82 minutes long. See it on the big screen.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect
I'm
time.
not seeing this.
Yeah.
Just even by the trailer, I'm scared.
You're
no.
jumping?
Absolutely. Yeah.
No.
All
It's
right,
worth
so
it.
that's to see it in the theater. If you want to jump out of your seat, then you got to see it in theater. You can't rent it on a DVD.
Always a good date movie too. Aren't horror films great date movies?
No. I am not a no.
Why not?
I don't see any scary movies. You know this. I get scared by
But you get to
Scooby-Doo.
cuddle up.
Scooby-Doo scares me.
All right,
no.
all right.
Well, you know, they say romantic comedies aren't good date movies sometimes,
Right.
too, because
I've
everybody
heard that.
compares their own relationship to the one they see on screen.
And it's never as good.
Yeah.
Never as
Romantic Hollywood ending.
Yeah,
Never as
exactly.
good. Okay, I don't know how to say this one.
Leviathan.
Leviathan,
Like the
rated
Bible.
R. What is
Yes.
this about? I don't even
This
know.
is a foreign
Like the
language.
Bible.
Yeah, it's isn't it? It's from the Bible, Leviathan, right? So,
I was just cracking up because he's like the Bible. Like, you
which
just know this.
someone informed me on radio this morning. By the way, I shouldn't take full credit because I do the radio tour. Someone's like, it's like I knew how to pronounce it anyway because this was the Golden Globe winning and Oscar nominated best foreign language film.
Oh, okay.
In Russian with subtitles, and I like this movie. It's very intense. It's very sad. It's disturbing, and it really has
Sounds
this.
great.
Well, it's psychologically and emotionally bleak, but it does reflect the internal despair of the characters, and I like it. It's kind of like a slow movie, but it's a good drama.
It's great about
It's
bleak
dark.
and despair.
Yes, I will. But you know, sometimes you're in the mood for a good drama
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
and
I totally-
It is pretty cool.
I
Is
totally
this
get
in
that.
the theater as a foreign film?
This is open today in the city in the theater. And
Like widely shown, or
it is. It's probably at like Oriental or the Downer or you know,
Okay.
some of those theaters. Because
What do
it's
you
more
like
indie.
about foreign films? Because there's a few that I like Mavia and Rose and things like
Right,
that,
right.
that are really great. But what do you like about something like this?
What I generally like about foreign films is that there are subtle differences in the tone and the style and the pacing in comparison to like most mainstream American movies that we get. So when you're in the mood for something a little bit different, a little bit more visceral, foreign language films are great that way. Of course, you have to be on board with reading the subtitles.
And you feel very cultured. We saw, remember at the Milwaukee Film Festival when we saw Starbuck,
right?
And that was in subtitles. I do feel after the first 15 minutes, you don't even notice that you're reading subtitles anymore, as long as the film is good.
Absolutely. So true. So
right.
it's good. So see it. Leviathan is a see it. Absolutely.
See it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Find a theater
Read
that's
it.
playing
You should have put read it. We need to read it
Exactly.
for that.
It's so true.
You have a giveaway, right?
I do. A new Disney coming out on DVD this Tuesday, March 3rd. It is Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast, and I've got a bunch of copies to give away. Blu-ray DVD combo backs. Go to my website to enter to win that.
And you have a movie club.
Yes, and it is the second best exotic Marigold Hotel, Monday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. You can enter to win at my website as well.
Yay!
Awesome.
It's a sequel.
That one
That's
sounds
fantastic.
good. Yeah, right, okay. All right, so that's how you can do it. You can still like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, his fashion reviews for all the big things going on as well. Check out his website. It's ryanjreviews.com. You can always catch him in Us Weekly, too.
That's right.
Fashion Police. I love it when we see you there.
Thanks,
All right.
Ryan.
Thank you
Have a
too.
great
You
weekend.
too.